think, right? Serious in the building. Let's call this a meeting of minds. I don't want to hear about the fucking economy either. I don't want to hear it. Let's wait for some more people. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, guys? I actually talked to him today. He's pretty busy lately, Borko. Borko walked so Sirius could run. I don't run, it's embarrassing, alright? The inclement negative implications of a sit down have been avoided. What are you guys up to? Who was here yesterday for that live? Good gravy tonight. Junior was the best. You guys like when I go live? I can make a compilation and I'll get thousands of views in the first hour. I go live. I can't get 100 people in here at one time. I think because 50% of my viewers are on the TV. My smaller channel gets more people for some reason. Can I make more Sopranos clips? Of course I can. I was just busy with I have my second channel and then I'm busy doing live streams lately. Why? What do you want to see next with The Sopranos? I promised Boardwalk Empire next, but what do you want to see Sopranos wise? Yeah, I got more Wire stuff to make, definitely. Some funny, I want to do Bunk Moreland. Him and McNulty together. There's a lot of stuff with The Wire I could do. When he was here yesterday, for The Wire next would probably be, let's see. Dinner scenes and sit downs. That's a pretty good idea. Somebody said something. They wanted all lamp scenes. I guess from season 3, the bug lamp. I still have to do a Silvio compilation. Um, Tony and Christopher, because I did Christopher and his friends, which I don't know. That didn't get that many views, which is pretty shocking. Because everyone wanted it, and then no one watched it. When I make the ones that just I want to do, it gets more views than requests. Yeah, the dinner scenes and sit downs, that would probably be cool. I know somebody did one with all the food scenes. That was like 2.5 hours. I did the one with all the car scenes. What else? Um, the Wire, Ziggy, maybe. Um, Bunk Moreland, Lester Freeman. Boardwalk would be Chalky. Um, Gaston Means. I would do Junior's character for Boardwalk. I would do, let's see, Eli Thompson. That would be a lot, but I could do different things with Eli. You guys are quiet tonight, I tell you. Cheerios. A lot of people call me Cheerios. What's going on, Cam? Yo, Cam, you watching that Cassidy battle December 6th versus Easy the Block Captain? Yeah, I'm watching that one. Who else you like, Cam? What other battlers you like? Why do you call yourself Currency Cam? Just curious. Free Sue Surf. That's right. He's coming home soon, I think. Arsenal and Geechee, yeah. So, Arsenal, I've been watching him since probably the Lions Den days when Lux was doing the Lions Den. Geechee, I remember when he first came out. He became one of the top dogs, but in my Mount Rushmore, I got all Harlem guys, and I think Arsenal is in that top four. But I would throw Rex in there, Mook, Lux, Arsenal probably. Yeah, but when Surf comes home, there's hella pay. Oh, what part of Jersey? I talked to Arsenal a couple of times. I was gonna do business with him, but what he was asking for, I couldn't do at the time. Oh, okay, Patterson. I was looking at houses in Patterson. Is it worth it? Be honest. So I'm Italian, like, you know, but I heard, some parts of Patterson are good. I heard some parts are bad. I know it's like that everywhere, but yo, Bandera, what's going on, brother? We were talking real estate yesterday and the economy. Lots of potential with Patterson. See, I was never really over there, so I can't really talk about it. So Cam said everything happens for a reason. No, bro, you're doing big things now, and hell no, Patterson is home. But I love it from a distance. Oh, okay. So what I heard about Patterson is, you know, I don't know. Is it like Newark? Sort of like Newark? You're putting this stream in a place of prominence, Dewey. So you, so you, yo, Cam, you still live in Patterson, or you just somewhere else now in Jersey? Cause I'm back and forth from Jersey to New York, back and forth. Yo, Kyle, there he is. I messaged you, Kyle, yesterday. I hit you up. I said take down my Instagram so we could talk about projects. That would be fun. It's an honor to be joined by men. Man with a plan. Oh, you're in ATL. How is it in Atlanta? Is it how the houses out there? I know everyone's moving to Atlanta now. Like I know a few battlers. They moved to Atlanta. That there's certain laws that are good for Atlanta. I guess that's why. Plus, it was cheap from what I remember, but I don't know right now. I would have to check it out. Yeah, you take the good with the bad. Like if I move, I have to make sure is the schools district's good. Do I got to worry about you know shootouts and stuff? Just being realistic. That's why when I look around Newark, I'm like, is it worth buying something for 250,000 around there? Nobody knows who I am over there. Oh, there he is, Chess. Leo. Cam, you got a 5 bed for 400,000. Holy shit. Yeah, so Cam, yesterday we were talking, right? Me, We had a few people in here. Some are in here right now. We were talking to get, you know, maybe some of us will buy some land, some property, whatever, look for something cheap and see what we could do with it, make money as a community. We get our lawyers up, whatever, and do some business. That's what I was kind of thinking. Like, would I live in Atlanta right now? No. Would I invest in Atlanta? Yes. But 5 beds for 400 G's, that's not bad at all. You can't find that in New York, I tell you that. 5 beds in New York, you're looking at 1 million at least. Yeah, I got the blueprint. I got pretty much everything, all the details in my head. Just got to execute it. I want land like all over. I want something, something in Jersey somewhere. Even though I had one, I want another one. Somewhere upstate New York, somewhere in, the Carolinas, somewhere, maybe Virginia. Just little places everywhere. See what you could do with it. Yeah, day by day. That's how you got to take it, day by day. You start thinking months ahead, and then you fall behind what you're doing in the first place. I screwed up a few times, but you learn your lesson. Bandera said 1 million, and you'll need to put half that amount to make it livable. Yeah. So let's say the rate's is 6% right now on $1 million house. You're gonna have to put up. Let's say you put up $500,000. You got to come up with over three more than 3,000 a month, because you're not factoring in your utility bills, your property taxes. So you're looking at 4,500 sometimes. No, with 1 million, I wouldn't be in New York with 1 million. How's the job market out in Atlanta? Yo, Kyle, where'd you go, bro? Yeah, what you said earlier, Cam, with Irvington and Newark, it's pretty much the same, right? Do you drive tankers? You need your CDLA with the hazmat with that. Bob Baca, what's going on, brother? Nice to see you. Oh, you're lurking? All right, all right. Yo, Troy, what's going on? We were talking about geography and shit, trying to find good investments, seeing where people live, how the job market is. Class A tankers and hazmat. That's good, man. So, cause I'm looking to get my CDL, right? And was the whole test hard? All right, so Kyle, you said really cheap land, shitholes in Oklahoma or something. Oh, there's always shitholes. There was a shithole. We could get some shitholes if you want, but we got to we got to bust our ass to get it going good. Ohio, um, you could probably get it some shitholes over there. Jersey, some parts of Jersey, you could find a lot of shitholes for cheap. It's more south. I knew a guy recently. He bought some land. So he did demolition and he did like he would throw garbage out and shit, clean outs. And he bought this land that had like so much metal and all that shit. It was just polluted with metal, but he bought it for like 125,000, but he had so many acres on it. Plus, he knew what to do with all the metal and everything because that was part of his gig anyway. So he scored. You can make good money recycling the metals. And he said slight studies took it 2 months. That's not bad. 2 months for the CDL. All right. Yo, Troy, what part of South Jersey? Yeah, Camden has a lot of shitholes. Cam, stay out of Jersey. I'm in Jersey as we speak. I'm in South Jersey right now. Not far from Camden, but um, the property taxes in these areas where I am at the moment is you're looking at 500 a month, 6 grand a year. Yeah, Atlantic City. I would never invest in Atlantic City. I was gonna back in the day, but good thing I didn't. You're funny, Bob Barker. Yeah, Bandera's right. Camden is on the come up ever since they disbanded the police department and Camden took over Camden County, community policing, and old buildings becoming apartments for students and medical professionals. Yeah, so I heard that from the person I was talking about earlier that bought a house for 125,000. So he said like 10 years ago, Camden was, really bad 15 years ago, but now it's not like it was. Where are you again, Bandera? I forgot. Atlantic City's dying because they got all the casinos sucking everybody's money out. That's what's happening. Yeah, what's going on? Mind State. Yeah, Camden PD disbanded. Oh yeah, Philly. That's right, Philly. You told me yesterday. Yeah, so you would know about Camden and all these places around here. I'm 15 minutes over the bridge right now. Tomorrow I'll be in New York. I'm either 15 minutes from Philly or 10 minutes from Brooklyn, almost. Not less than 10 minutes from Brooklyn. One or the other. No, I grew up in New York all my life. 33 years. Longer than 33 years, actually, New York. I like New York. It's just, it's not the same. We're talking New York here. Yeah, if you were here yesterday, me and my friend, we were talking about back in the day how things were, where we were from, how everything's changed now. My girl grew up in South Jersey. Yeah, when Trump used to host some fights over there when he had the casino, and then I forget who else, but yeah, Atlantic City's dead. Gloucester County. All right, so there's a couple of questions. Let me see. All right, Troy, why are you dying a slow death? That's one. Kyle said, seems like all the big events are in Vegas now. Yeah, well, you got a lot of tax breaks in Nevada. Plus, yeah, they're doing the Formula One racing there. There was one the other day. Yeah, the, all the top events now are mostly in Vegas. Cam said, what's changed? You haven't been to Queen since like 2016. So the change is gentrification. Oh, Troy, you're talking about AC. I thought you meant yourself. Yeah, gentrification is what happened. It's like the Tower of Babel now in certain neighborhoods. All right, Troy, as long as you're good, that's good. So the yuppies, not even, I mean, in some neighborhoods, yeah. But then you got people where they don't speak English. So now you have neighbors, you can't even talk to them. I used to have a neighbor where I had to use Google Translate with him to talk. It was ridiculous. Yeah, Gloucester's not bad at all. Yeah, all the places suffered with manufacturing decline. That's one of the biggest problems. Anyone from New York? Remember, like Bushwick, that's gentrified now. Once you see a Starbucks come into your neighborhood, you know it's over. I remember they were building a Starbucks in Bushwick. I'm like, oh boy, they're changing this up, and it's never for the better. Someone got raided for one plant in Gloucester, really? Yeah, Kyle, man, I saw this. I saw the Starbucks getting built. I'm like, oh boy, they're not gonna like it. And then, yeah, got gentrified. Now, Brownsville. See, Brownsville, they were smart over there. Brownsville, a lot of the black community started their own businesses. They were very smart. I got to give it to Brownsville on that. They're not gentrified. They did it the smart way, and they could keep playing it smart with that. Keep their business there, and all the community. They should keep sticking together with the real estate, whatever they're doing. Don't give up your stuff. Don't give up your land. Don't sell out. Yeah, Cam, keep everything in house. I'm Italian. Look what they did to Little Italy in Manhattan. It's Chinatown now. All the Italians sold out. They moved to Florida. Now you're lucky if you find a full-blooded Italian anywhere. See, a lot of people complain about that, Troy. So Troy said in the suburb outside AC, they're moving Section 8 people into the neighborhood. Moving people from Stanley Homes Village, like one of the worst projects in the AC. See, there's nothing wrong with people from the projects, but the only problem with certain things is drugs. The drug part is the bad part. It's not the people. Oh, you're 50%, Kyle? I don't know if Harlem is gentrified. They, I love Harlem. A lot of people are just like working moms and everybody's working 2 jobs. If you're just two people and then you're having a kid, you're gonna struggle. You need like you, both families or something, or you better have a really good job, both of you guys. Which Brooklyn neighborhood has the best concentration of Italian restaurants? I would say Bensonhurst, Bay Ridge. Yeah, that element is going to be drug into. I mean, we can't blame it all on the street because the pharmaceuticals are the main ones as well. I just think the whole gentrification thing with the neighborhoods is what separates. It's like everyone has a different flag. They're waving a different flag. In New York, you can look across the street. You'll see somebody with a Ukraine flag. You'll see someone with all kinds of flags. You don't see American flags much. In Brooklyn, you'll see Puerto Rican flags everywhere. They're proud of that. That's cool. But yeah, the Italians used to rock the Italian flag everywhere. But I don't see many Italians anymore. Big Pharma started all of it. Yes, uh, they they had a big hand in it. I think what started it is Nixon, Nick, Richard Nixon. Oh yeah, Cam, you're in Atlanta. You're gonna see them Confederates. Yeah, damn, that's crazy. See, I can't. I wouldn't be able to rock like that. Oh yeah, Reagan too. With the whole that Rockefeller law was the biggest bullshit. I'm talking about Nixon too, because you know, uh, nice voice. My voice. I'm actually a little sick right now. That's why it sounds like this. Thanks though, bro. Yeah, Cam, you gotta mind your business. People are just stupid. I don't get it. It's 2025. They're rocking Confederate flags. Thanks, bro. Bandera, you went to the Museum of the City of New York? No, I didn't go to that museum. I went to a museum not too long ago in Brooklyn. It was the Claude Monet exhibit. I got that old school radio voice. They got a movie about the neighborhoods and the immigrants to New York City, and it made me tear up. Oh shit! Yeah, listen. If there was ever a war with the North and the South, the North would kick their ass. It wouldn't even be close. Yeah, it wouldn't be close. First off, we got the high ground. If you live in New York, you know, New York has so many. I think there's over 400 million guns in New York alone. The NYPD is one of the biggest militias on the planet. You got big mountains in New York. You can't penetrate that land. See, the land there's always if you use it right. If there's wartime, in the mountains and shit. Take it easy. We're not making a Western here. Yeah, you got DoD military bases in North and South. I don't think they'll ever. I don't know. Will it ever come down to a civil war? Probably not anymore. But I'm telling you, soon it's going to be we're in a Great Depression. Nobody really knows it. So the most you'll see is looting, that kind of stuff. Robberies, Chicago stuff. The device between Republicans and Democrats is crazy. It's all a show. You saw, Trump was with Mom Donnie. It's all a show. I don't even listen to them anymore. When I look at the bills and see what's going to be passed and stuff. It's Congress makes all the decisions, so you got to see who's in Congress. That's the stuff that matters, not the president stuff. All that shit's bullshit. They're all puppets. You got to worry about Congress and who they're doing business with. If you watched Eric Snowden, he broke it down for you. He's got good. It's on YouTube. If you YouTube Eric Snowden, he broke everything down. Yeah, Kyle, the whole recession thing. They can't call it a Great Depression because once they label it that, it's going to cause a lot of unnecessary things people will do once they hear that. They'll make an excuse, the people will make an excuse to do stupid shit. So they can't scare people like that. The next major mission for me on my journey, I want to be able to have enough assets to where I could have as much free time as possible, travel the world and shit, and have fun with family and friends. Like, I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy talking to my family, friends. I consider some of you guys my friends. All right, Troy. I'll catch you on the next one, Troy. But I'm trying to, I want to build something multi generational. I might make a separate channel. I'll use my second channel, the road to whatever amount of millions, and I'll start filming everything. My fam's in Italy. I never been to Italy. My father, he was born in Italy. My grandmother, my grandfather was born in Italy. My mom was born in America, but the rest were born in Italy. Most the South. They were from the South. Yes, I do, Kyle. You have to. Italy's doing bad now too. I heard with the rent and the work. They're struggling out there too. Ever since they made the euro. Yeah, my grandmother came here, I think, in 1955 or 1956. And then my grandfather came in, I think, around the same time. I know he was like 17 when he came here. So he came from Sicily. Yeah, you got to isolate yourself from the shenanigans. Yeah, 1955. She was about 16 years old. She came. And then my grandfather was about 17, 16. They were around the same age, but they didn't know each other. They met in New York. I could speak it, but not so good. I could understand it. They would talk to me in Italian. Some things I don't understand, the dialect. I tried teaching myself Napolitan more than the regular Italian because I thought it was more interesting. Do I wear shorts? The Don don't wear shorts. Nice name. Zombies ate your girlfriend. And the dog ate your homework, right? Nike Techs, yeah. Cam knows the deal. Should I start touring like real estate opportunities and shit? Would you guys want to see that? I'll go all over and just check out places. Zombie, he said, I got the best compilations on a handful of the best HBO series. It must take a long time. It takes a lot. That's why I haven't made one in a while. They take a lot of time, and you wouldn't believe how many haters I get. Some people complaining about the sound or I missed a part, but they don't understand copyright laws. All right, Currency Cam, stay safe, brother. I hope to see you soon again. Sirius and Carmela would have made a powerhouse flipping duo. Now, me and Hugh, I would have probably did business with her cousin Brian, actually. I would just hang out with, yeah, Brian and Zellman. That's the only two people I would have needed. I wouldn't forget the mob at that point. You would be making way more money doing real estate. It depends who owns Oz because sometimes companies will buy a certain show, and then they'll copyright strike you. It happened to me with one show. They got me twice. If they would have got me one more time, I wouldn't be here right now. But I try and steer away until I know for sure. I could start off with like shorts, because shorts, you could do 3-minute shorts. Did I hear about the new Sopranos theory? No, what is it? Cousin Brian and a saga of the powerhouse drill. Yes, I do, Leo. Is that Hasso from Borgos? Tony actually dies in season 1, episode 12. Isabella, and every scene after that is hell. I mean, that's a good theory, but what about the other guys? What's going on, Hasso? Whoever's not in Borko's Discord, click the link in the comment section and it'll take you there. Discontinue the lithium. I think just I don't believe that theory. It's a good theory, but I don't believe it. Because there was a whole other 6 seasons after that. I'll try it as like maybe a short first. I'll start it off with a short, see what happens. All right, I got you, Bunky. Hell exists in The Sopranos. Hell goes, yeah. So Chase, he was definitely into that realm. It's sort of like the Italians, they were into believing that kind of stuff. I don't know if it was an Italian thing or a Catholic thing, but I don't believe in that shit anymore. But back in the day, when there was no technology like it is today, you were more prone to like watching shit about ghosts and spirits and stuff. All right, Kyle, I'll catch you on the next one. Get Pudgy Walsh on the horn. Do the Italians from the Oz first, then the other groups. All right. We still got to rename my other channel. We got to rename that. Someone said serious business. Someone said serious streets, but I didn't like the streets part. Poet from Oz had some damn good poetry. I haven't watched Oz in so long that I forget. I think when last time I saw Oz, it was probably 2010. Damn, that was like 16 years ago almost. Keep Sirius in it. Everyone looks for right now. It's called Sirius Media, the other channel. So, I mean, media, you could put up whatever you want because I don't like putting up the same stuff. I like to do different things. So I don't know. I got to think of something clever. Danny Baldwin is the name for the other channel. If you like gunplay and decent fights, check Gangs of London. I do, and I will check that out. Yeah, we need new blood in that Discord, man. Serious business. That's probably what it'll be. Serious business. Yeah, I gotta get the LLC. I don't want to be a sole proprietor. I want other people involved in my projects too. So we got to figure that part out. All right, Bandera. It's nice seeing you 2 nights in a row. Yo, Leo, did anyone join yet? Any new joins did we get on there? Yo, Bunky, you on my second channel too? Hasso, you got niche area uses? Explain that a little more. Because look, I like crime documentaries. I like talking global stuff. I like finance, money, you know, how to save money, all that. And, news. Even though a lot of the news is bullshit, I like to hear about the street news. Just the main for now. If you go on my profile, you'll see my second channel. I got my podcast on there. Yeah, we got to get you on, Hasso. We could talk. You got your own channel too? When I'm in the city, I'm gonna start filming over there. Plus, me and my boy, we're gonna start. We're gonna make a nice film. We're gonna do something with New York City. That should be a nice movie. Well, I'm on my phone now. I gotta get some people from my main to my second channel because I keep saying I want that to be bigger than this one. Because sometimes I'll make real serious content and then I'll have Sopranos jokes on it, and then some of them aren't funny, so I can't be known for Sopranos. I need to be known for everything. I put myself in that position, but now I got to get myself out of it. Yeah, it's called Serious Media. Where's Leo at? They're dropping like flies. Gotti, the 96 one, I love that one. Donnie Brasco, I've mentioned, was one of the most true depicted. I think it was Pacino's best performance because the way he played Lefty was spot on. Oh, The Corner. The Corner's on YouTube. Oh, yeah, I remember that, huh? So, yeah. Yeah, sometimes people forget to hit the subscribe button. Oh, Carlito's Way. I like that movie. Remember Me? Manny Blanco from the Bronx. Yeah, I felt bad for Pacino in that one. I didn't see that coming when I first watched it. He ran all the way there, and then, oh man, that was a sad ending. I liked Pacino in Heat. He did good in that. What other ones? I wasn't a fan of The Irishman. Yeah, he. I liked the talk with him and De Niro when they were sitting down. That was one of the best parts of the movie when they were talking. What do you like better, Heat or The Town with Ben Affleck? Or you can't compare the two? I don't know. They are similar movies. I love The Town. Plus, it was different Boston. You had the Boston accents. Oh yeah, Sonny and a Bronx Tale. Yeah. Fun fact was Hank Azaria's reaction to Pacino's outburst wasn't scripted. I think I heard about that. Yeah. Or you might have said something about that. A couple of things Pacino did not scripted. I think in Scarface also he did something. I think when he grabbed the girl's arm or something like that, that was she was really she got rattled for a second. That wasn't part of the script. I liked Bronx Tale, but it wasn't my one of my top favorites. Sometimes I forget about that movie. Sister wants to know if you can cut up the Godfather Trinity at all. I have to look into that first before I say yes or no. Way of the Gun with James Caan. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't see that. Hasso. What other good movies are coming out soon? It's like rare to find a new good movie that's coming out. I'm probably gonna watch The Twilight Zone later. Folks see Ryan Phillip is in it and thought it would be weak, but he more than it. France releasing a top tier Dracula movie. Yeah, America's not really coming out with some good stuff lately. They're just rebranding old movies right now. That's why I've been really looking into Europe stuff lately. Well, yeah, true. Lately, you're right. It hasn't been really good movies in a while. Trying to think. I think the last good movie I saw, like relatively new, was Ready Player One, and that came out in I think 2018. Oh, 22, Ronan. What's going on, brother? We're just shooting the shit right now, talking movies, talking whatever. Would love something on the Richardson gang and the UK mobs. I would have to do my due diligence on that first, because I don't want to just talk shit and pretend I know, but because I don't know much about it, but I'll read into them. Your ex-wife is a foreign horror film. I used to be into horror films, but I don't know. Can't find any good ones. Richardsons were vicious, yeah. Yeah, I got to do my research on them. You're a conspiracy theorist? I was talking conspiracy theories recently. I like to do it sometimes. Revolver, Jason Statham, unedited? No, I didn't see that. She introduced you to some messed up ones, also. I can imagine. Yeah, there is some crazy horror films out there. LA in the building. It's still early over there. It's almost 7:30 in LA. Yeah. Are you sub to my second channel as well? LA is Los Angeles, California. The city of Los Angeles. I haven't been there since 2014. I'm sure it changed a lot. I play chess. Oh, okay. So, brother and sister live in San Diego. I heard it's really nice in San Diego. South Central would be a great movie to cut up. Oh, man. South Central. Yeah, South Central was good. Who Killed Tony Soprano? Could have been any of them in that place. You're moving to North Carolina? I was thinking about one of the Carolinas. LA is done. Yes, it is. New York will follow. Lately I've been just watching those old shows and stuff on Pluto TV. I was binging Twilight Zone recently. I tried watching a new Black Mirror. It's not the same anymore. Butter is $8. Oh my god, that's a shame. I would never be. I would never move to California. I'd rather live in the ocean. I'd rather live in Chicago or Detroit. So Bunky, why'd they kill him? Because the real Tony Soprano, Vinny Ocean, ran. They flipped him. Well, he was loosely based on Vinny Ocean, but since they killed Phil, who was a boss in New York, that's what happened back to Tony. They killed Phil in front of his family, so Tony gets killed in front of his family. I did a whole thing on the Cavalcante family on my second channel. It's like 45 minutes long. Me and Pete, my podcast partner with the mob stuff, we talked about all like the Lucchese's. They were really doing business with the Cavalcante family. Gotti made people remake. They're the remake guys because the way they were doing it wasn't the correct way. Yeah, we talked a lot about how the show was and how the real life family was. The real life family, it's interesting. Yeah, the Lucchese's. That's who New York was based on. The Lupertazzi's. They were based on like the Lucchese family, kind of. It's only 10:30. Damn. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Is Boondock Saints any good? I don't remember, bro. I don't even. I don't. No, I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it. Yeah, the Mafia. I know. Like, I'm not super knowledgeable. I know mostly New York stuff and bits and pieces of Philly. And then I know the early 2000s in Italy. And then some of Sicily. Black Mass, I didn't see. But from what I've been hearing and seeing, the mob's still around. There was supposed to be a secret society. Yeah, I gotta see Black Mass for sure. I will. I'll watch it. What else? I'm trying to think. You know, I never watched a single episode of Breaking Bad. But I'll tell you something. I've been hearing, I don't know if it's true or not, that Dexter Resurrection 2, they might have, what's his name from Breaking Bad as the main protagonist. Yeah, you know, I already know everything that happened in Breaking Bad, like the spoilers and shit. I was just never into that type of stuff. Like The Sopranos is family oriented. The Wire was, a brotherhood, and then you had, yeah, the cops were a brotherhood also, and then you had real life stuff. Boardwalk Empire was like history. You had mob stuff, you had so many good actors. Game of Thrones, I liked it, like the first 4 or 5 seasons. Dexter is my jam. I liked it. Not all the seasons of Dexter, but I still like everything Michael C. Hall does. I still got to watch 6 Feet Under. Cranston. Cranston, supposedly, I don't know. They might try to get him as the main protagonist. That would be cool. Because he's a good actor. Even though I didn't see Breaking Bad, I know he's a good actor. Yeah, I could see him there too. I really liked Resurrection, Dexter Resurrection. I'm a little, I don't like how they canceled Original Sin, but I get it. But I wish we could have seen a young Dokes and a young, who else were they going to get on there? Um, I wanted to see more of Harry. But yeah, I would have loved to see Dokes again. The actor that played Dokes blocked me on Instagram. He didn't get a quote that I said to him. I thought that was funny. Yeah, all I said was you finally decided to write back instead of fight back. I was like, I've been waiting, but he didn't catch that. He's like, I don't tolerate disrespect. I don't know. I'm not salty about it. What happened to the Bada Bing after Tony left? Yeah, I wonder who would have took that over. Probably. It depends whose name it was under. If it was under Silvio's name, would have went to the wife. The wife would have had to hire somebody to run it. And who knows? But if it was under Silvio's name and he didn't make it, I could see the wife telling Patsy or somebody to run that thing. That's the most logical thing. So, yeah, I could see Gabriella telling Patsy to run the Bada Bing. No problem, JM. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe to my second channel too. I'll probably be more busy on there in 2026 because I'm going to start filming some shit. I got some projects in the works. I'm going all over New York and New Jersey. What else you guys want to know? Talk about? I could do a compilation of Big Red Davis and Five Heartbeats. He was one of those ruthless gangster record execs in the 50s and 60s. A great mobster to compilate. I'll read up on him. Maybe I could do a documentary on that. I'll voice it. I'll put some music in the background, like some good tunes, instrumentals. I'll definitely do research on that, though, Bunky. Yeah, I know. Everybody's telling me Oz. I'll try one out. I'll try one out and see what happens. Because I don't want to get copyright strike. So if they get me once, then worst thing that could happen is I could just hide everything after that, and then I'll be on my second channel. Did I see the theory on Tony? This one guy comes up with a theory on how Tony got set up at the end. No, you want to explain it to me? I don't believe the whole bathroom. The guy goes in and it's a Godfather thing, and the gun's in the bathroom. That shit don't make sense in 2008. Definitely get a third channel. Uh, I mean, if they strike one, they strike all. But I was gonna make a third channel for my finance business stuff, but I might just keep that on my second channel. I don't know. I gotta see how I want to play that out. Yeah, a lot of people say that, Pookie. Yeah, I think that JM, I think they read too much into it because, like, I explained it in one of my videos on my second channel. It's in my playlist. You could see it on my main channel too. It's on the Mafia podcast that I was doing. So once Tony whacked Phil, who was a boss, there's retaliation because you have to go to a commission to get an order like that. And if you don't, you get whacked. So I never bought the theory that Paulie was insinuating to Patsy that the boss position was all yours when the at in the restroom. Um, no, I don't believe that either. Have I ever education with Sonny Carson? No. Yeah, when he said bye pop pop, and then it was a pop pop. I said this a million times, but Phil was right the whole time. Jersey was wrong. Jersey did everything wrong. For Tony to get whacked, somebody in his own crew had to give him up. So that's how it works in that life. EOSC is an amazing gang movie from the 70s. I like gritty stuff, so I'll check that out. Best show of all time? Damn, that's hard. The best show of all time. It's either The Sopranos or The Wire. As far as writing, it's The Sopranos or The Wire for sure. If you're more family type stuff, Sopranos. If you like the streets and the corruption and everything else, it's The Wire. But both were written beautifully. I think The Wire was better written, but I still have them both as like number one, 1A. They're both number one in my opinion. It does depend on the genre too, because one of my favorite shows is a funny show, Curb Your Enthusiasm. I love Curb. So I can't put Curb, yeah, it's a genre thing. I like the Twilight Zone. That was one of my favorite shows. But I can't compare that to The Wire, you know. So Hasso is right with that. The Wire takes place in the 90s. Yeah. Uh, no, wait. Was it 2001? Because in the beginning, they mentioned the whole anti-terror thing. So I believe that was after the towers. Yeah, so Kurto Boy says 2002 to 2008. Yeah, that's what, but yeah, so that's when it was because they mentioned the tower thing and the whole terrorist shit. And Chris was based off a real guy they called Itchy Man. No, I didn't know that. It's a little similar to The Sopranos, but not really. Not really. Oh yeah, the timeline. Yeah. So the timeline for The Sopranos was because the first episode came out in '97. Well, it didn't. It was written in '97. Etchy man, he was always flaky. My voice is so fucked up tonight. I had sinus problems, allergies, and shit. That's why I hate this weather. Hopefully, it goes away soon. Yeah, I saw the corner. It was gritty. It's on YouTube also. I saw it. But yeah, it was decent compared to The Wire. The Wire was just outstanding. Definitely Barksdale crew over Stanfield crew. Yeah, Barksdale. I liked Slim Charles. I liked all of them. Bodie, Weebay. I didn't like Bird or Stinkum, but I always rooted for Avon for some reason. Willie Dynamite is very good. Didn't see that either. Oh yeah, Mazzone's partner was the real life kid from the corner. That's crazy. Yeah, Lamar. I like that whole beef with Omar and Brother Mazzone. Yeah, Lamar. So where you from again? New Jack City. I think I seen that, but I don't remember it. Cause I'll watch so much stuff and then I'll mix it up with something else. So I don't remember it, but oh, West Virginia, nice. I appreciate that, Russell. Thank you. You got any questions, Russell? I think I saw New Jack City. I definitely saw it. I just don't remember it. Especially not right now because I'm under the weather. Oh, thanks a lot, Russell. Yeah, Hasso when he was in Youngstown. Yeah, Chase wasn't that good, man. Russell, what's your favorite video? The Greeks, yeah. I think mine is probably maybe either Arnold Rothstein or Johnny Sack, Paulie. Yeah, Hassa, Youngstown is in a different county. Yep. Yeah, the Wire ones. Yeah. Yeah, there's like a parallel to Gotti with him, but Gotti was more loud. Gotti was a gambler. Gotti was a hothead. Johnny Sack was too cool, smooth, nothing like Gotti. You guys join Borko's Discord? It's in the comments. I pinned the link. We need new people in there. Since you're taking questions, how can you post these without getting trademarked? Um, that's a good question. I mean, sometimes they block it, sometimes they let me do it. If there's too many minutes in an episode, they block it. Did you know that lousy Sopranos movie was planning to make what? A jacket? I don't get it. Yeah, Michael K. Williams. He was in The Sopranos. He was in The Wire and Boardwalk Empire. The guy that played Bodie was in The Sopranos too, and Wallace. Oh yeah, yeah. Saying Junior mess with yeah. I heard that. That would have been stupid. That would have ruined the Junior character. Good thing they didn't do that. So Bodie was the one where him and Brendan hijacked the truck, and the truck guy got shot. That was Bodie. And then Wallace was the little kid who chased little Tony when they got off the bus on that episode where little Tony was going to see his dad at the carnival. So you see little Wallace. Well, that's not his name. Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, he was in Oz too. So was Edie Falco. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people from The Wire were in there. The guy, one of the cops in The Wire, the one that beats up, um, what's his name, Bubbles, when he called Kima, but Kima was in the hospital. He was in an episode where Chris was the whole betting the football sports. He was in that. I forgot his name though. Omar was in The Sopranos and The Wire at the same time. So I think in season 3, when he was in The Sopranos, that was probably the season where probably the one with the ports, season 2 of The Wire, where he didn't get much screen time. Yeah, he was the one in yeah. If you watch the one I made recently with Christopher and friends, you'll see Bodie. An HBO fighting game. I wish I could make a game. I would do that. I'd present it to them and be like, all right, let's put this out. Jip was a crazy character. There he is, Cheddar. What's going on, Cheddar? Oh yeah, Horse. The guy from the port and the wire was the same guy. The coach, yeah. Horse. That's right. He was in it. I think that's it. I can't think of anybody else. Don't miss lighters. Yeah, I'm quitting. I know I said that like a month ago, but it's over soon. No, I should do a Freeman one soon. You always catch me with the lighters, you guys. Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember you saying something about that. Which one season character from The Sopranos do I like the least? One season character that I like the least. One season. Wow. Let me think about that. Um, Probably somebody irrelevant. I don't know. Joey Peeps, maybe. Somebody like that. Was he in one season or two? Was he just in the fifth one? Or was he in four? No, he was in four. So I don't know. I can't think right now like that. Tony B. Tony B was supposed to be in two seasons, but that didn't happen. I like Tony B. I'm a big Buscemi fan, so I liked seeing him on there. He played a better gangster as Nucky Thompson, though. Yeah, Phil's brother. He was good in Boardwalk Empire. Tenino. And then Buscemi's character kills him twice. Once in The Sopranos, once in Boardwalk. Oh yeah, Davey Scatino. I mean, I like the whole executive game thing, and I don't know. He was a good part for season two. Season two was one of my favorite seasons. Has anyone killed each other more than Pesci and Frank Vincent? I don't think so. How realistic is Boardwalk Empire to the real Prohibition? It was pretty accurate in the beginning. The whole thing with Big Jim Colosimo. Oh, you didn't see it, so yeah, it's pretty spot on with some of the stuff. They got a couple things wrong, but most of it was correct. Gigi's character should have gotten more screen time. Yeah, I agree. I think Makazian too. Let me tell you a couple of treat things. I liked Mikey a little bit, homies, but I think they should have kept Vinny Pastore on. Bompensero. He should have stayed on longer than he did. When they go, come on, huh? It was Cinerantha behind it. I've been trying to get Cinerantha on. I don't know what he's been up to. Frank Vincent is one of the best. Him and Pesci are the best, in my opinion. Hands down. Pesci's the most realistic, but Frank Vincent too. Nobody did it better than them. They were better than guys like Pacino, De Niro, for sure. Yeah, Frank Vincent and Pesci were the best for sure. Wow, Lynch. Wow. Oh, yeah, I remember that guy. I was gonna do stuff with that, but everybody did it, so I did something different where I was comparing them to the real mafia, and I did parallels and stuff like that. Just theories that nobody ever talked about. I did those. That's on my second channel. Yeah, the beef with De Niro and Pacino. I don't know. Yeah, because after that they were what, just in heat, right? And then after that, it took a while. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. There wasn't heat yet, right? Yeah. No, there wasn't. And then they did heat after that. Irishman was great with the big three. I didn't like the Irishman. One of those things like how Pacino never worked with Scorsese till the Irishman. Yeah. You know how Hollywood is. So, there's no new stuff coming out soon, not that I know of. I'm waiting for the Gamora prequel, and then I have to wait a while for Dexter's Resurrection 2. And as far as movies go, I don't know. Oh, yeah, Heat 2, that's right. I almost forgot about Heat 2. What else you guys want to talk about? Did I ever see I Saw the Devil, Korean crime thriller? No. What's that on? The Odyssey by Christopher Nolan. Don't know if you're a fan. I didn't see the Odyssey. If it's good, I'll watch it. If it's good, I'll definitely watch it. Oh, okay. It's coming out next year. I'll watch it. Oh, it's on Tubi? All right. Yeah, I got a couple things I'll check out tonight. I'll hang around for like 5 more minutes, guys, if you want to ask me anything. If anyone wants to hit me on Instagram too, if anyone wants to come on a future live, let me know. I liked The Departed. It was all right. Do you have Letterbox? What is that? In my profile, I got my email and Instagram, TikTok, but I never really use TikTok, but I don't know. Maybe one day I'll try it again. I just feel like they don't have the brain capacity at the moment to watch what I would put out. Oh, an app where I list my movies? No. No, I wouldn't be boring, Hasso. We'll get everybody to come in for that. Peaky Blinders, I did not see that yet, but I will. That's on the list. I have a long list of stuff I gotta see. Buongiorno. I didn't see Tulsa King either. I wanted to see it. It was recommended. All right, Russell. Yeah, sounds good, brother. I'll catch you on the next one. Anyone else got any more questions before I head off? Oh, it happened because De Niro was supposed to be Corleone first. Good thing that he wasn't. Pacino was so much. I couldn't. I wouldn't have been able to. I can't see that. Adrian Brody played a good antagonist in Blinders. I'll watch it. It's on the list, definitely. Our Carcetti vid. I'll think about it. I can't promise, but I'll think about it. Only because I hated him. All right, guys, I'm going to head off now. I will catch you guys on the next stream, which possibly might be tomorrow. I'm not sure. It depends how my voice is. Yeah, that's where I'm headed to, Hasso. I'm going to be in the chat. Guys, if you're not in Borko's Discord, join it. It's in the link. I pinned it in the comments. It was nice talking to you guys. I appreciate you, Hasso, for staying. Thanks a lot, bro. Yeah, everybody join up. Join the Discord. We need new blood. Tell them Sirius sent you. Thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate it. All right, fellas. I'll catch you on the next one.